A few natural speakers like me,
Yeah, right.
who is always smiling.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you. And
Marvelous.
how are you?
I am hale and hearty, Raj, and I'm just going as usual, as always, with my sessions, with my consultations, and all that. Okay. How
And
is it
there is
going?
a changing in your background.
I'll give you that background. Wait, if you really. How is it coming along, Raj, for you? I mean, your English learning journey, how is it coming along? Is it
Yeah.
do you see any transformation? Mm, you are
I do see, but of course, there is always room for improvement. And every time I interact with new tutor, especially a new tutor, I do get some feedback.
mm,
It's not about grammar or fluency, of course, but it's always about the pronunciation and the
mm.
other stuff.
So there are plenty of new tutors getting onboarded on Clappingo.
Yeah.
So then you would get ample opportunities. But every other day I see some new faces these days.
Yeah, right.
So most of the feedback that you're getting is regarding your
Is
pronunciation or
regarding only the fluency part and the way I put intonation in my
Mm,
speech.
mm. So what is that you could decipher from from these feedbacks? That how could you change?
Sometimes I feel the way people are dealing or the kind of feedback that I get, sometimes I feel that I can never look up to that portion. I mean, I can never talk like that. It sounds dramatic to me.
Like
So
give me an
like giving
give me.
intonation is okay, but trying to act in every situation, that is really difficult for me. For example, if I'm really happy, I would explain it this way only. If
Mm,
I get selected, then if I get selected and after that I meet you, interact you, I would only say that yes, uh, sir, I finally got selected. I made it. I won't be saying like, hey, I have done this. Yes. So that is out of my nature. I can't do that,
but
especially
you
on general talk.
but you acted well. That's what you are expected.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, you did it
So
well.
even if
See,
I did that,
so
I mean, I won't be
you
able
can
to
do
do
it.
that.
Raj, you have to
Maybe.
understand something. I'll tell you very interesting that the point that you have raised today. See, sometimes there are few natural speakers like me
Yeah, right.
who is always smiling, right?
Yeah,
And there are people who can change their expressions from time to time as they are maneuvering through the conversations. Okay.
right.
So now coming out of your own self is again that hard step to take that longer stride to come out of your own clone.
All right.
And I think when you look back, now this is a question for you, a food for thought.
All right.
Do you think this is the area that is retarding your growth? Sometimes that means you are not able to, I mean, come out of certain shackles of slavery of your own thoughts, or should I say that?
Huh. I don't think so.
No, okay.
No.
Because when you said this, that hey, I got this offer, and then that was you did it very well, and see then that's how the general reaction is all about. You can't say
Okay.
somebody that go and convey a death news that somebody has
Yeah.
passed away in your family. You cannot still, I cannot go and smile like this. So yes,
Right. Right.
there are expressions which are required.
Of course.
So maybe that extra tadka could help you, which you were thinking.
Yeah. Sure.
I never know, because sometimes, as I told you, I had told you before, I think, when you really step out of your comfort zone, because these are all comfort zones. These are,
Yeah, of course. I mean, you 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 have seen me from the starting, so you can
Mm.
uh, tell me how much I have changed as well.
No, you've changed, you've transformed a lot. But what I'm trying to tell you is that if there is something which is kind of stopping you from initiating that very next step,
Right.
you could might as well consider some.
Yeah.
Because but I'm curious to know that why did you even emphasize this point? Have you been really should I say that have you been really pointed out that this is what you require? Bring a little more energy, emotions to what you are saying.
Yeah, of course. Like the kind of feedback I'm getting, this is the only thing that I get. Some people say that I need to work only on my pronunciation. The
Hmm,
others say that I have to take care of only the intonation part, because even today or even now I do sound monotonous sometimes.
hmm, hmm,
So I am trying to figure out the difference between the two things. The sounding dramatic is different thing, or sounding monotonous. I don't want to sound monotonous, and I don't feel that I can do that, which you are pointing out that I did quite well. So maybe if I can do, I'm trying to change that. I can do that as well, if I could.
and that is not dramatic. That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
tell you, nothing else. Which you
but
say.
but that is infused in my mind that if I'm doing that,
Mhm.
I might sound dramatic, because I have got this kind of feedback as well, that you have to put intonation, but don't do it in such a way that it sounds dramatic.
Hmm. Raj, this is a question which I wanted to ask you. It's a very bold question I am asking.
Yeah.
Do you think speaking to different speakers also can put you at the crossroads sometimes? When you're getting 100 different feedback from different people, you tend to lose out on yourself also sometimes.
I don't think so. I mean, this is the reason that I have stuck to few tutors, and this might be our 18th or 19th session, if you can say it.
अभी बताते हैं सर आपको.
So if I
Nine.
mean
Yeah.
19th, so it is about how comfortable I am. If I'm comfortable with someone, I'm trying to learn something from him. So I do need to give the time. But when I'm trying new tutor, I just want to make it feel myself to myself that whether I'm good only with those with whom I'm comfortable, or I'm able to interact properly with everyone. And feedback hardly matters to me at this point of time, because the kind of feedback that I get, I can imagine that or evaluate myself as well, that these are the things that I need to work on. And if I'm getting the same thing from other side as a feedback, that hardly matters. What matters most is the suggestion. If I'm
Mhm.
able to carve out something from my side, or if I get some kind of hint which triggers for me, then it is okay. Otherwise, it is normal. Whatever I'm doing, I will keep on doing that on.
So you got me confused a bit. So you were saying that when you speak to someone who you are familiar with,
Yeah.
and then there is some sense of comfort there.
Yes.
But moment I'm interacting with somebody who I have never interacted with before.
Yeah. So I get a little bit nervousness, but if
Oh,
it goes good, I feel like yes, I'm comfortable with everyone. So a sense of uh, achievement
have
I
you
get.
Have you set out on a very over-ambitious goal? I mean, are you being sometimes very harsh to yourself also, or you are setting out very difficult goals, and that can also, put you down, mark you down sometimes?
Yeah, of course. I do feel this as well, but it's not about I'm being harsh to myself,
Hmm.
because the phase that I'm going through right now,
Hmm.
I don't feel that I am harsh to myself. I, whatever has happened has already happened, or whatever I'm trying to do, I just want to make sure that I do it as soon as possible.
Okay. Mhm. And also, I want to tell you, sometimes we are so proud of our own thoughts,
Yeah,
self-inflicted thoughts. I say that, and this
yeah,
is
right.
this is something that I'm telling you from my experience. There were many things in my life that I used to think that probably I am doing it. Either it is my way or it is highway.
Yeah,
But then, over the past maybe 7, 8 years, I started looking at or reviewing it in a very different manner. So this gyan which I'm giving you now is to tell you that sometimes if you do you get into that my way or highway kinds, or you are constantly reviewing yourself, or should I say you are overdoing it?
uh, I never reach that way. That my way or highway.
Very
I
nice.
I I never think like that. But all the thing that sometimes I feel bemused, a little bemused, that okay, whatever I'm doing, is it good enough for me or not?
Hmm.
Am I giving my 100% or not? So sometimes I get little worried on my part.
Hmm.
That's it.
So that's why I say need to be a little more kind.
To myself.
I mean, it's good to be. I mean, the whole idea is to enjoy and take the process further. Because when you come
Yeah,
here, or most of the chats that you have, unless it gets too very stressful, because which never happens, because most
yeah, it never happens.
the chats are very casual. The exchange of
Yeah,
ideas are opinionated to a greater extent when somebody is putting forward their opinion. But most of the time, yeah, there could be difference in opinion. Like at this moment, you're wanting to say something. Your lips
I
started moving.
yeah, of course. I was trying to say only this, that it's not about only on this platform. No matter where I talk, I the conversation never gets onto that heat level, because I generally I generally do not differ that much. If I'm okay with whatever being said to me, it's okay. If I'm not agreeing, I would just keep silence and then move away. Try to move away from that. Try to find out something positive out of that, but not negative. And especially if it comes to here, the tutors, all the tutors are so, I mean, compassionate and helpful, that it is out of question that the conversation will go over that.
Right, that's what I was saying. So in that case, it is so warm, encouraging most of the time,
Yeah, encourage you.
and it's very important to keep yourself pampering also.
Yeah,
It is imperative that you pamper yourself sometimes.
right.
It may not give you the kind of results that you're looking for. Sometimes things are not always result oriented.
Right.
So maybe the day when it happens, there would be no looking back.
Yeah, sure.
This has happened with me. That's the reason I shared. I mean, nothing happens before the right time settles in.
Yeah,
So what I learned was in that phase, can I keep on adding more feathers to my cap?
right. So, I
Yes.
mean, with that kind of mindset, I'm trying to continue this journey.
Yeah, very nice. So I really appreciate, sincerely appreciate, brother. And I also sincerely appreciate for giving me one more opportunity. 19th opportunity, is it?
We are going to have more of
Yeah.
this.
We are heading for a silver jubilee, is it?
Of course, I
Yeah.
mean, because I have taken another one, and I'm left with 38 session now.
Oh, you
The
recently.
10 of that 3 months is still to come, and
Hmm.
after that, 28 others, like 7 days a week I have taken, because I got some brownie point. I used that, and the course that would have actually cost me around 5.5 or 6 days, I got it in just 500.
500.
Yeah,
Yeah, I need to know the secret.
because I got the brownie point.
Wonderful. So you have been referring. I think you have
Yeah,
been. Are you putting your
yeah,
videos up there?
yeah. Of course, I'm doing that.
So you're getting the comments. Although you said you, I'm not bothered with the comments. I am just putting it across, right?